Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing yet again another makeup and beauty inspired video. Today we're going to jump into all of my beauty spending for the whole first quarter of 2024. So this is beauty rehab, makeup spending recap, whatever. It falls under several different categories. I was inspired to do this by so many different YouTubers that I, in my intro, didn't put a specific YouTuber who really inspired me, because I've watched these type of videos for a while from several different creators and the list would be just ridiculous. So if you like this type of series, there are so many creators out there doing this type, and we all kind of have our own different rules. And that's what I like about it. So I made this mine. So I just took what worked for me, added in some things that were more unique to me and my goals for this series. So this is a quarterly series here on my channel where I go through each month in a quarter, tell you what I bought and what I used up. So my empties. For everything I buy, I lose a point. For everything I use up, I gain a point. There's a couple little bit more rules in there, but that's the simplified version. If you want the full version, I will have my intro linked below, hopefully also in the card in the sky. Let's jump into it because we've got January, February, and March to go through. Okay, so my starting points for this project for this year is 24 points. And in January, I did a no spend month because I needed to have 2 in this year, and I decided January was the perfect one. So I was glad to see that I made it through January with no spending, which means I'm finishing January with 24 points, except that now we have some empties, and January was a big empties month for me. I'm not going to give you a review of all of these because that's going to be a separate video. So if you want to see my thoughts on all of these empties, be sure to stick around. Make sure you're subscribed. So for January, I have several empties because there were several things that I was working through in December that I just didn't get completely done. So they get to count in January's because that's when I finished them. So first, and every single one of these empties are earning me 1 full point. So first I have the Living Proof Curl Conditioner. Then I have the Pharmacy Feeling Good Hyaluronic Acid Serum. Then I have this pack from Patchology. This is their Flash Mask 5-minute sheet masks, and this was a 4-pack. But because even though those are individual things, because it was sold as a pack, this counts as 1. So only 1 point, even though there were 4 separate masks in it. Then I have this Perlice Radiant Glow Illuminating BB Cream. This is a sample size, but it still counts as a full point because it is finally gone. That was in the shade Fair. Then I have 2 things from Pantene. I have the Fortifying Damage Repair Overnight Serum. And then I have the Hydrating Glow Thirsty Ends Milk to Water Serum. So both hair care products. And then the last 2 empties I have for January are the Neutrogena Hydro Boost Water Gel. This was a sample size I had bought to try out. I really enjoyed it. Bought the full size in December, not in January, so it didn't count. I'm not trying to cheat you here, but I was so close to being done with this that I had to buy it, and it was on a sale when I bought it. And then I finished this in January. Then I have the Burt's Bees Overnight Intensive Lip Repair, and that is my final empty for January. You can see I really went full empty on all these things. So with my starting number of 24 for the year, I add 8 points, bringing me to 32 points. Yay! All right, then we're gonna jump into February, starting with purchases. So February started out strong. I didn't make a purchase until the 10th. And then I didn't make another purchase again for another about week. So I really thought February was gonna be a very low month. It wasn't a really high month, but it definitely wasn't a low month. First, we have the CoverGirl Outlast Lip Stain. This was my very first purchase of 2024, and I have used it once. Anyway, this is in the shade 70 Crimson Glory. It is a beautiful shade. I just kind of forgot about it for a while, and it's one of those shades that I really have to be in the mood for this type of color. So I love it. I do like it, but I need to use it a little bit more. So that is one negative point. Then I did buy the Neutrogena Hydro Gel Nighttime Cream in February. And so that is counting against me. The daytime cream was bought in December. Nighttime cream was bought here in February. I bought 3 sheet masks. If I can find a picture, I will put them up here. I bought these 3 specifically for a girls trip. So these are 3 points against me because they are beauty. Then I bought deodorant. Okay, so in my intro I said that like stuff like deodorant that I have to have, I'm not going to count points in and out unless I buy an extra thing. So this month I bought 2. I bought one that was a replacement, and then I bought one because I saw it and I wanted to try it. It is this Clean Age Natural Deodorant. The scent is fresh. This is in complete cardboard packaging. This has this is aluminum free, baking soda free, worry free. In the store, it smelled amazing. I love the packaging, and you know, I've already been like doing a little bit more natural, so I decided I was gonna give it a shot. So far, I hate it, but I'm not giving up on it yet because I bought it, I spent the money, and I'm gonna leave my final results, my final thoughts on this for when this actually goes away, which I hope is soon. The last 2 items I bought for February were from Ofra Cosmetics. I made an Ofra Cosmetics purchase in February. I was hoping to wait until March because there was something different that I wanted to get, which is their new, I don't know if it's being called a purple powder or something. I still don't have it. I probably won't buy it for a while now. But the reason why I decided to order in February is because I had $20 in points that were going to expire. And I couldn't let $20 of points go away. Plus I had a discount code. So I bought these 2 items. This one I have been curious about for a while. This is their makeup fixer. They have several different ones. I just picked this one. This is their smaller size, like their travel size version. Haven't tried it yet, so I don't have any thoughts on it yet. And then I bought this, which has been on my list for a while, since I think fall, because it came out in fall. This is the Signature Palette Falling in Love. This is a collab with the beautiful, the funny Allie Dawson. I love her channel. If you aren't already following her, you should check her out. She's really cute, really fun. But she did this collab with them, and I absolutely loved the colors when it first came out, and I just didn't have the funds or the time to really buy it. And so when I had my points saved up and everything, I went ahead and picked this up. I haven't had a chance to use it yet. I honestly probably won't use it until closer to fall time, but this palette looks beautiful. I'm so excited for this one. So I said that I had points, which means some of this doesn't count against me. I did a total of 8 products. I bought a total of 8 products in February, which means I lose 8 points, which would take me from 32 to 24 points back to my starting. However, I am counting one of these as free because I got $20 off. So like this one would have been completely free. I used it technically on this one, but then I still paid more. So this one was basically free. So this one's points doesn't count against me. So I add one of those points back in, bring me to 25 points. Now my empties for February, I do not have any of them here with me because they are gone. I thought I kept one of the bottles. I'll tell you which one in a moment. But these are what they are. So first we have those 3 sheet masks that I bought in February for that girls trip. We used them all up. They were actually some of my favorite full sheet masks that I think I've ever used. So I will definitely be repurchasing those for myself, but I used all 3 of them. So that's a positive 3 points because when I bought them, they were negative 3 points. Then I have my favorite beauty blending sponge from e.l.f. and I ended up having to throw this one away because it fell on the ground in that girls trip. And I know so many people walk around those floors and like, it doesn't matter how clean you make your space, that's disgusting to me. So I got home, I threw it away, and never used it again. So that is a used product. It got out of my home. Then lastly is another product that I used up on that girls trip. I finished it up. It was the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. I just had this travel size. I absolutely love this product. I'll give more details later, but that counts as a positive as well. So the starting points of 32 minus the 8 purchases, bringing me to 24. Adding back in 1 for that free point, bringing me to 25. Then adding the 5 points for my empties brings me back up to 30. I'm doing good. But it's the beginning of the year. I use up a lot of stuff at the beginning of the year. All right, moving in to March, we are starting with 30 points. Let's talk about the purchases because guys, March was a big purchase month as well. Oh, I forgot. I was gonna also give you the total. So even though the financial part, like the total cost of purchases, doesn't count in anything for this, I do want to be able to look back in future years and see how much I spent. So January was 0 spending. February was $74.72. And then March, let's jump into March. To start off, I had to buy the replacement blending sponges. I like to buy them in the 2-pack because it saves you $1. But because this is always sold as in a 2-pack, it is counts as 1 point. So that's 1 point against me. Then I saw some nails on clearance that I couldn't pass up. I was gonna wear them for Easter, completely forgot about them, didn't wear them, but that's okay. They'll look good anytime in spring, but they were on clearance for $3.99. They're just the kiss nails. I've not tried this shape before, but these look so cute. So got those. Then I did make a purchase during the Ulta Beauty sale, and I bought 2 of the MAC Studio Fix Powder Plus foundations. I have them in shade NC20 and N4. I have not tried them yet to see which shade I think I am. I have the Water Weight foundation, and that's my favorite one, and that's in NC20. So that's kind of why I got the NC20, but I was doing some research online and it said that it didn't always go correctly. So they also said to get N4. So I got both of them because they were 50% off, meaning I could get both for the price of one. So those are the shades that I ended up with, and I'm going to be interested to see. I'm really hoping that one works during the winter and one works during the fall so that it doesn't go to waste. But yeah, so I got both of those. And then, well, I made some eyeshadow purchases. That's right. I purchased a whole bunch of eyeshadows from Nomad Cosmetics. Originally, I was only going to be buying one, the new one that dropped, which I'll show you in a moment. But 3 of them are on their way to being discontinued. One of these might already be completely gone, and or not discontinued, retired. There is a difference. One of them is already fully sold out. The other one might be fully sold out, and then one of them, I believe they think they'll only have for another month or 2. So I bought them. I was like, I have to have them. These have been on my list forever, and so I got them. Which means that I made 4 more purchases in February. You want to see them? Let's just take a quick look. So this one is their Tokyo palette. Absolutely adorable. Look how cute that is. I don't think I have anything like this in my collection color story wise, so I'm very, very excited for that. I picked up the Hudson Valley one. Beautiful. Isn't it so beautiful? Such a perfect fall palette. Oh my goodness, look at those colors. Adorable. I cannot wait to dig into this one. This one I really like because, well, not only because of the color story, but it's a full palette with just a little teeny tiny bit of Halloweeny in it, which I find recently is very difficult to find. You can see those little jack-o'-lanterns right there. Lately it's been just straight Halloween or straight fall, and I mean, I like that. I like this. I like this combination. Then we have the Paradise palette, Polynesia. How cute that is. Absolutely adorable. And then the beautiful color story. So, so cute. I am so excited to give this one a shot here in spring and summer. This is the one that I believe they might still have, but I do believe this one is getting discontinued or retired soon as it's sold out. The other two, one of them for sure is sold out, and the other one is either already sold out or will be sold out within any day. And then lastly, the palette that I was originally going to be buying, their newest release, Nomad Cosmetics Emerald Ireland Wild Atlantic Way. Look at how beautiful that is. Isn't that gorgeous? But this one is even nicer on the inside, which I'm upset about. Because they just make their stuff so pretty. So pretty. But this, the details on this, look at that. Does that not scream Ireland? And I don't know if you can tell, but it's also got like little imprints on it. Oh my goodness, it's beautiful. And then the inside, at those greens. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. All those colors. Stunning. This is what I was going to buy. The other three were bonus. Okay, so March's financial total spent was $208.99. Whew, that was a hard month. And that was for 8 products. Considering 4 of those were full eyeshadow palettes and 2 were full foundations, honestly, I actually think I did good financially speaking. Because foundations, those were all half off. 3 of those palettes were discounted for retirement. So honestly, 208 was a lot, but when I look at what I got, it was a really good deal. Okay, so that means that for my 30 starting points, subtract the 8 purchases, brings me down to 22 points left over. But I do have a couple empties, but only a couple. The first empty I have is a mascara travel size. This is the Benefit They're a Real Mascara. This one was put into a project, and that's how I was able to get it done. And then the last empty is the NYX Dewy Finish Setting Spray. Again, this was in a project, so it helped me actually finish it. And so that is also considered an empty. And that gives me 2 additional points, which brings my final points for this quarter back to my starting points that I had in January, which is 24 points. So honestly, point-wise, I'm doing great. Financially wise, spending a little bit more than I want to, but considering I'm still under $300 on beauty purchases for the first quarter, makes me very happy. That's actually very happy, and I do believe that is better than it was for last year's. Next quarter, what am I planning? Honestly, I do not have any makeup purchases planned. There are a couple things I'm eyeing, but nothing that I'm like, okay, I must get that. I hope in this next quarter to spend a little bit less. I don't necessarily care if the points are spent the same, but here's the thing. I don't have that many products that I am close to finishing right now, which means that in these next few months, probably this next quarter, I could see my points getting really low because I don't foresee finishing too many products. Now I do have some products that are close, but not nearly as many as this first quarter was. I think that this first quarter and the last quarter of the year are probably going to be the best empties wise and where my points are going to be. Spoiler alert, I am doing or attempting to do my second month of the year as a no spend for April. So we're in April right now when I'm filming this and haven't made any beauty purchases, and I'm gonna try to do no beauty purchases for April. And that will also help me out point-wise, and it'll help me out financially. Yeah, and just because there's nothing that I feel like I need to buy either to review for you guys or for myself, there's nothing I feel I need. Yeah, so if you want to see the reviews of all of the Empty products that I mentioned today, that video will be up next week. So make sure you are subscribed, make sure you hit that like button, and I hope to see you guys back here next week. Thank you so much for being here, watching through to the end. I truly appreciate you. I truly hope you enjoy this series. And as we work out the kinks of it, it'll flow a little bit better. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye-bye.